Hi guys, I am coming on to tell you guys about a readathon that is a 3-month readathon. It's called Queers Gone By, and it is from June 1st until August 31st. Kathy Tritherdt is the person that I saw this, because most of the people that are participating in this are bloggers, I believe. I think that's what most of them are. So anyway, I saw Kathy's video and thought, oh, this is a cool concept for a video. And this has got a lot of prompts, so I'm going to quickly kind of explain. However, I will be linking her video down below so that you guys can hear her explanation also, and probably between the two of us, probably more her than I, you will understand. And then she will have a link to the other, where you can, the blog posts of where you can get the rest of them, of all the prompts. I have picked the first 5 books of one of Kathy's people, and I'll explain that in a minute. And I'll also be sharing those first 5 books, and then I'll keep doing parts like I'm doing with the summer romance bingo. So you'll be getting those as soon as I finish 5 books. You'll be getting a wrap up and then the rest of the TBR, so that it's not a huge wrap up at the end, and also so you can kind of, since it is a 3-month long video, that way, or 3-month long readathon, that way you'll kind of keep up with where I am, and maybe we can inspire each other if you're participating also. So, the way I did it was I wrote down the prompts for the paper, or on paper, and what they're doing is they are doing queer women in history, and they each got to pick 2. I believe the host has 3. I think that's who has the 3 people. But like Kathy picked Anne Bancroft and Frida Kahlo. Those are the 2 people. And as you can see, I've already kind of written down, I figured out the books I want, but I'll be doing Anne Bancroft first. I have her 5 with me, and those are the 5. But then, this one, Molly, she's doing Sophia Jex Blake and Edith Craig. And as you can see, all of them have like a prompt of, set in like the time that the birth and death, or the born and then present if they're still alive, which I thought was really cool. And I'm going to try to do a different one for each one of those, because I think it's kind of cheating. And then she's also doing Laverne Cox. Then Laura is doing Janelle Monáe and Josephine Baker. And see, like this one's like set in World War II. I mean, there's just some really cool prompts. This one, Sarah is doing Marlene Dietrich and Hannah Gadsby. I'm not sure. Oh, it's an Australian, and she's still alive, so you guys might know who that is. I don't, unfortunately. Then Lily is doing Blair Amani and Amy Levy, or Levy. Then Eloise is doing Helen Hall Jacobs and Alice Dunbar Nelson. Kitty is doing Ethel Waters and Jamie Clayton. So that's all of them. And they each person has 5 books, or 5 prompts, which is, you can double up, I believe, but I want to try to do a single book. And this is a 3-month readathon, so yes, I'm going to go crazy and have lots and lots of books and go insane, and yes. So anyway, let's go through the first one, which is Anne Bancroft. She is still living. She is a yeah, I'm going to try to remember what I'm trying to say here. She goes on expeditions. She's an explorer. Sorry, my brain is ugh. So so this is kind of prompts about her. And I've kind of written a little bit about her on this one. Some of the other ones I didn't write so much because I was getting tired at the end, to be honest. But I'll try to go back through and write some more about them, so you guys can kind of learn with me. So Anne Bancroft. The first one is to read a book written or set during 1955 to the present, because she was born in 1955. And I chose Bloom by Kevin Panetta. And yes, you did just see this on the Summer Romance Bingo TBR. And like I explained on that TBR, I am going to try to double up on some of the books through different readathons, because I'm doing a lot of readathons in the month of June, plus these 2 3-month readathons. So you will see some books that are just for one, and some books that kind of, you know, might be on 2 TBRs, just because I can't read 5,000 books in 1 month or even in 3 months. So, but anyway, Bloom is about a boy whose family owns a bakery, and so he helps, and he's tired of doing that. He wants to go play with his band, and so it is his job to hire his replacement. He ends up falling for the guy that comes to take the job. So that's pretty much what I know, and it's got this great teal you know, throughout the book, and I'm really excited about reading that one. The next one is to read a book with an all-female cast, because she led the first all-female expedition to cross the ice to the South Pole, which I thought was really cool. And this is a mostly female book. I know that I have watched the movie, and the people that go actually on the exploration are all women. And that's Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. And this book is a lot smaller than what I thought it was going to be. It's really tiny. And on the inside, this is really pretty. See all the bugs and stuff? But it's actually raised. It's really, really cool. Anyway, from what I remember, there is an area that's like kind of cordoned off, and there's some weird things happening in this area. And so they have sent teams before, but this time it's an all-female male team trying to figure out what's going on in this area. As far as that's what I remember. Like I said, I did watch the movie, but it's been a while. I really liked the movie. I know this is a trilogy. Some people say they only like the first one. I have seen a couple booktubers say they like all three. But, you know, I thought I would try it. And this has been on my TBR for a while. And this is one of the first things I thought of when I thought of all female. So that's the second one. The third one is read a book set in the future, because she does have more explorations planned. She wants to go to Africa in 2019, Oceania in 2021, South America in 2023, Europe 2025, and Antarctica in 2027. I'm not sure what all like expeditions and stuff is planned, but that's what Kathy had written down, or what she had said, or something. I don't remember how I got that, but anyway, so I picked read a book set in the future, and it actually does say at the beginning, or what I read for a blurb, that this is set in the near future, but it's still the future. And that's Internment by Samir Ahmed. This is about a internment camp for Muslims, and it is here in America. And so I really want to read this. Sajid from Books Are My Social Life, actually on one of his recommendation videos recommended this. He did say it was some of it did have its problems, but he said all in all it was pretty good. So, and I trust his opinion, because I have read a couple of his recommendations and enjoyed everything that he's recommended. So, and I also saw some other booktubers blurbing this when it was just, because this just came out very recently. Pretty sure this is a 2019. Yeah, March. So this just came out, and so a lot of people were excited for this one, and I got excited, and so when I found out my library had it, I grabbed it, and I'm surprised it was there. I have a feeling it's because a lot of the people here it might not be their type of book, but hey, their loss, my gain. So I'm excited about that one. Even though this is a thicker one, out of these 5, they're pretty thin, and Bloom is a graphic novel, even though it's a thicker one. So this might take me a couple days to read, but the rest of them are going to be really quick. So the next one is to read a book featuring climate change or other dire weather issue. I chose the second book in the Monument 14 series, and it's called Sky on Fire by Emmy Laybourne. The first one was about 2 bus loads full of children. All of us, they're going to school, and they're following each other because one is like a elementary school type bus, and the other one's like a high school type bus. And so they're following each other, and there ends up being a bad hailstorm. One of the buses crashes into this Walmart type store. I can't remember what it's called. Greenway. It's called Greenway. Because see, if you look, there's the picture of the store, and it kind of looks like a Walmart. But anyway, it's a Greenway store, and the kids end up getting trapped there. One of the bus drivers dies. It happens in the beginning of the book, guys, like the first chapter or 2. The other bus driver leaves them to find help. We don't know what happened to her, but the kids end up being by themselves. And this whole book, the first one is about that. This one continues that. And I'm excited, and it's thin, and I really can't wait because, yeah, but there's also, let's see, there's hail, there was earthquakes, there's other stuff, chemical stuff going on, just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. So, yeah, this is kind of, the world's going crazy. So, yeah, that's the one I picked for that. Like I said, really excited. And then the last one is to read a book based on adventure. This one is called Bo, Lee, the Bomb, and Me by Mary McKinley. This one is about a girl who she says she's smart and fat. Okay, and that's why people are picking on her. And then a boy moves in to their school who happens to be gay, and he gets picked on a lot and bullied a lot. And I don't know if it says... I'm not letting you see this because there's actually a bad word on here, so I can't show you. Okay, the bullying does get violent. I wanted to make sure it said that. The bullying gets violent, and so he decides he's going to run away to his uncle, and they all decide to go with. It's her and Bo, who is the gay child. Another girl who this says is considered the class slut. The Bomb is a dog. And I don't know who Lee is. Oh, Lee must be Leonie. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of the misfits, and they're going to San Francisco. So I think this is kind of an adventure book. I thought it sounded really cute. It's not that big, and I wanted to read it, so I decided I'm going to read it. So, but anyway, those are the first 5. Like I said, I'm going to try to do it in 5, so it'll either be like 5 or it'll be 10. Probably 5s, because like I said, I've got other readathons I'm doing. I hope you guys decide to join in, because these prompts are really a lot of fun, and it'll give... you kind of a push to read some different kinds of books if you maybe that you don't normally read, or some ideas to try to find some books that you don't normally read. So, but let me know down below if you've read any of these books, if you're interested in any of these books, and if you're participating. And please remember to always be kind to one another, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!